God. Ugh, this ulcer's really giving me a thumbnache. Maybe I should play some video games to take my mind off of it. I could play something like Hogwarts Legacy, but I'll just save bigotry for Tuesday. Aha, perfect! I could play some old Wii games. God, I loved playing these back in the day, but I can't find my Wii anywhere. I wish there was a new way where I could play these games.
So we all know the Wii. Who doesn't know the Wii? Sold over 101 million units, was in every single grandparent's living room.
Dare you call me bitch? It's just tennis.
Just like you, I had a ton of fun with the Wii growing up as a kid. So much so, I actually bought a Wii U 2 years ago. Mainly for the Amazing Spider-Man 1. To play some of my favorite Wii games through the HDMI. Just Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. It's crazy thinking that the Switch has already outsold the Wii. Yeah, there are slightly more iterations and editions of the Switch than there is the Wii, but it's the Wii. Actually, I don't know about that one. Let's check that real quick. Yeah, just a little bit. For better or worse, the Wii set the gaming landscape on fire. The biggest downgrade so far on the Switch is that there isn't any traditional backwards compatibility. I remember telling a friend it'd be really cool if they made a peripheral so that way you could take your Wii or Wii U games and just download them to the console. And he immediately shut me down. I mean, I said it'd be cool, but I didn't think Nintendo would actually do it. Thankfully, though, we have a gaggle of games from Nintendo's Waggleware console onto their brand new Titan, the Switch. Now, this isn't going to cover every single game that went from the Wii to the Switch. These are just a couple of opinions I have on certain games. But if you disagree with me, please feel free to leave your comments down below and tell me how much of a piece of shit I am. I figure with Kirby Return to Dreamland about to release and the fact that the Switch is already going to outlive the Wii, this is a good time as any to talk about the Wii games that came to Switch. So we got two categories here. The games that were directly from the Wii and then slight Wii. We got a couple of these direct ports, but the first one I really want to talk about is Just Dance. I've only played a few minutes of, I think, like 2 of these games, and that was more than enough for me. With Just Dance, if you've played one of them, you've played them all. These are just like typical rhythm dance games. I don't really know how to make these sound more unique than they are because they're very bland. And Carnival Games is also still alive somehow. For some reason. This is just the dumbest shovelware that ever got a lifespan. They're just Carnival mini games. I don't know what else people would be expecting from this. I think the one that's on the Switch right now is the exact same Carnival games from the Wii. I remember these being so heavily advertised when I was a kid, but even then, I thought these looked dumb as shit.
Oh god, that looks so stupid.
But when I was a kid, the Wii game that I really wanted to play was Da Blob. All right, now we're talking. In a world where color is dying, one blob is gonna paint the town red. Thought that was actually pretty good. The ads made this game look so good. It just seemed like such a fun platformer. And this game is the reason that this video exists, said every single gaming YouTuber at some point. I played the first level and this is the easiest game I have ever played. You gotta finish the level within a time limit, but it's basically pointless because there's so many ways to add time so you don't have to worry about it. What's the point?
That's exactly what my parents said after having me.
The only thing that even slows you down a little bit is oil and water. The movement just feels so jank, and honestly, I'm really disappointed in this game. This game isn't even worth playing if you have nothing to do and you want to keep your thumbs busy. Let's just try The Force Unleashed.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Now, this has to be one of the most disappointing Wii makes I have ever played. The Force Unleashed is one of the most popular Star Wars video games ever, and for good reason. I finally got to play them in summer 21 and I absolutely loved them. The combat is incredibly fun yet simple. The collectibles, while hard to find, they're really enjoyable. And there's a decent story here with a character that has by far one of the most incredibly forced arcs within Star Wars, no pun intended. The Wii version does have multiplayer like Revenge of the Sith, plus the motion controls to set it apart, but the motion controls are so unresponsive. God, this is just a slog to play through, honestly. I've barely played this an hour and I do not want to play anymore. This video seems kind of negative so far. But before I do delete the game, I am going to try out that multiplayer. Not right now though, because I have no one to play with. Actually, I don't know. Let's do a cutaway, see if I play with anyone.
I didn't.
And without a doubt in my mind, my favorite game to come from the Wii to the Switch was Skyward Sword HD. This is honestly a wonderful port and remaster. And yeah, don't get me wrong, that Switch tax sucks, but I think that's just because we're facing really heavy inflation right now. This is one of my favorite Zelda games ever. It looks and runs beautifully, and the motion controls, while not as good as they are on the Wii, are still really good on the Switch. And this is the version that I first beat. I got stuck on that pirate ship level when I first played it on the Wii, which was in 2012, 2013, maybe? Oh God, I feel old. That was 10 years ago. What the hell? And this port just makes me want Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD that much more. Nintendo, please give it to us. You have it finished. Just put it on. It will make you money. I don't have a segue or transition, so Xenoblade. So I don't really have that much experience with Xenoblade. I played it on the new 3DS and I did like it, but I just don't really remember it. Looking at it, it does seem like a tactical action JRPG. I do want to get into this, but these games take so long to beat and I just don't really have that much time. False. I do have time. I just don't want to dedicate it. I'll admit that. This is sounding too much like my best Switch videos of 2022 video. And oh my God, how did I forget Super Mario Galaxy? I mean, Nintendo wanted us to forget it, so can you really blame me? Galaxy launched on the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, including Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. Galaxy is my favorite in this pack, but I don't think that's really a hot take. Like at all. This game feels just so fresh, imaginative, and seasoned better than the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices. But unless you got a Wii, a Wii U, or you already have the 3D All-Stars collection, you can't really get this game in any legit way anymore. Nintendo just took it off a few months after dropping it thinking nobody wanted it. Nintendo, your games are beloved by billions. Of course these people, including me, want to play your games and we want you to preserve your games. This is why people emulate. Guaranteed, if Nintendo just had all of their games readily available somehow on the Switch, 3DS, Wii U eShop, even the Wii Shop channel, people would still use these consoles and literally give you money for your games. Yeah, it's probably not lucrative to keep the Wii Shop channel open forever, but just give us a bone. Please, just preserve your games. Going back on track, Super Mario Galaxy is one of the best Mario games ever. All right, I think that's enough Wii games to Switch. Let's go to the slight Wii games to Switch. But before we check out those slight Wii games, dudes and dudettes, be sure to click that like and subscribe button. And be sure to hit that notification bell also, because my next video, I'm going to be looking at all of the Beanox Spider-Man games or the Mario and Rabbids games. I don't know just yet because I'm still deciding which one I should release first. The Beanox video is already basically done. Also, let me know down in the comment section below, what are some of your favorite games from the Wii that came to the Switch? Anyway, back to the video. All right, first up, we have Rabbids Party Legends. I'll be honest, I don't know what these are or how the Rabbids have lasted so long. They're basically the minions of gaming. Are you going to tell me I'm wrong? The Rabbids started off with like a Rayman spin-off game, then it just got so popular and became its own thing. Why are these things more popular than Rayman? It's just the way of Ubisoft properties. Think Prince of Persia to Assassin's Creed. This franchise is just a bunch of minigame compilations. A common theme for today. This seems fine if you grew up with Fortnite instead of Minecraft. You can always spot them in a crowd. This was also pretty heavily marketed when I was a kid, but even then, I still thought it looked stupid. Just like carnival games. But the cream of the crop for all Nintendo consoles, you got your Mario Party, you got your Mario Kart, you have Smash Bros, you got your 2D Marios. These are the quintessential mainstays for every single Nintendo console. I personally love Mario Kart. I could go cup for cup, round for round. Mario Kart 8 has been the Mario Kart for almost a decade, which is kind of a crazy thought because we would get Mario Karts like once every 3 years. Mario Kart 8 just did way too much for the series. It balanced all the items a little too well, and the anti-gravity mechanic just made the best, craziest maps there are. Even though I wish Nintendo would just give us a new Mario Kart, I'm still really excited to see what more maps we get with the booster pack, and they're also really good so far. At this point, Mario Kart fans are so hungry, we'll just take whatever we can get. I'm wondering what's to be said about the new Super Mario Bros. Community. Talk about repetitive! The definition of if you played one, you've played them all. But they're still fun. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the only one I actually haven't played. A 75% is still a passing grade. And let's just be real, most of these games are just 75% at best. And I'm talking about the new Super Mario Bros. Series, not the Super Mario Bros. Series. Those are, I think they're different. Mario Party 8 was my introduction to the series, and my God, I love this game so much. I wish I remembered this more, but from what I have played of Super Mario Party, I really wish that Nintendo would just port over Mario Party 8. But now we have Mario Party 1 and 2 on the NSO expansion pack, so that's good, but I still haven't played them yet. The quintessential Nintendo party game, no doubt, is Super Smash Brothers. Ultimate excels in every facet and supersedes its predecessors. Now you may have your favorite, whether it's 64, Melee, if you're wrong, Brawl. Ultimate just hits every note with perfect pitch like... I'm not a fan of Smash Brothers.
Beta male.
Now don't get me wrong, I still like Smash Brothers, but I cannot binge this the way other people can. I knew this one kid in high school who literally got carpal tunnel in his thumb because he was playing Smash Bros too much.
It says right here you got carpal tunnel up. How did that happen? Super Smash Bros. Get out of my office.
I'll play this if the boys want to play it, but that's really it. That's the only reason why I have the game anyway. Now, one of the most coveted ports was Wii Sports, but we did get Nintendo Switch Sports. That's a lot of ports. When I saw this announcement on Twitter, I was freaking out.
My mom probably thought something bad happened, actually.
This was a reboot unlike any other from Nintendo. We got new art style, we got new gameplay mechanics, everything just felt new. Whether that's for better or for worse, that's up to you. Now, I am all about my Mii supremacy. The mates are fine, but they don't give off a Wii vibe, they give off a Wii vibe. It looks like they came from some dingy shovelware game. I remember being so excited for Switch Sports on its announcement, but I don't play this nearly as much as I thought I would. But it's still one of the best games of 2022, I'm not even kidding. One of the most unique games to come to the Switch from the Wii was No More Heroes. Travis Scott, Travis Barker, Travis Bickle. Travis Touchdown is basically all of your musician dad's friends rolled into one, and they spend way too much time at Guitar Center. I know this guy, his name is Spider.
Man, f you, I've been a part of bands you've never even heard about. Bro, that's not a good thing.
I got this game around a year ago and I really like it. It's not your typical hack and slash. You gotta dodge and parry attacks with very precise timing. It's just like Dark Souls. You have this beautiful art style. It's got really good performance. This made me a born-again Christian. Oh, this is such a slog to play through. The open world in between levels is so boring. Why didn't they just make this level-based? Now, the levels are fun, but you are gonna need a ton of currency and a ton of health packs in order to just get through it. I'm stuck at this portion of the game, and if I really wanted to progress, I'd have to dedicate an entire day to it, and I can't do that. My body pillow gets cold without me. Now, I can play the first two. They're on the Switch eShop, but my backlog's already crazy right now. Wait, what's this laboratory? And this skill tree? Oh my god. I've played most of this game without any upgrades. It's actually pretty alpha. All right, let's just upgrade those, and wow, okay, these levels are way more doable now. And for some reason, Kanye West is here? I don't know. This game is dope though. So yeah, all, thank you so much for watching. My camera's battery decided to get exhausted right now, so I'm just gonna be doing the outro like this. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like and subscribe button, and let me know down in the comment section below, what is your favorite game to come from the Wii to the Switch? Anyway, dudes and dudettes, you're never too old or too cool for video games. Major Pineapple out.